that's right. Everybody, that's right, that's right. I'm back. So, like I said before, what I was trying to do was make sure that I had everything lined up for my ducks, right? If you're on the big screen, you see it down here. If you see the little screen, you see it over there. Alright? Or you see it up there. So again, this is one of my things that I did today. And being that's the case, let's make this bigger. I want y'all to see what I'm working with. Let's move this over here. Boom. So at least y'all see this is what I'm doing. PA. This is part 2. I gotta change the settings on here because I think it's going too fast, so I gotta cut through it a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is move this down to 120 for the speed. The slower it is, if you do the slower it is for it, the better it is when you do the slower, because it actually takes more time with the lines. And as the lines per second, guess what? I'm gonna jump that up to 250. No, 260, let's do it. So I slowed the speed down and then I put it on 250. So I'm going over the same lines I did before. So if you're looking on the screen right here, you see that writing? I'll show you right now. The writing right here, I need it darker. No matter what, I need it darker. So what we're gonna do is go over it again and see if it cleans it up. This is again learning education about our laser engraver. So this laser engraver specifically is the D1 Pro 10 watt, and we're making this for PA president, driven by parents, focused on students. That's how we roll it. That's how we trying to get through. You know what I mean? Trying to make everything happen the right way for the kids. We'll go through the process. Boom. How long is this supposed to take? It's supposed to take 36 minutes. We know that we have it set up the right way. We have it put in the right way. So I'm just gonna go to start. You know, I trust the method. I trust the madness. See how fast it's supposed to learn? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. This is me again, learning the process. Learning the process. The more you learn, the more you burn. Anybody on here? I want to see some viewers. This is my TikTok. Hello. Francisco, how you doing? This just in 13. How are you doing? You know what I mean? Right now we're doing some engraving on a D1 Pro using the X-Tool services. This is an X-Tool device, and right now we're about to press the button. Before I press this button, this is a part 2. The first one was me just starting her up, trying to get her started, trying to look at this new view. If you notice, the skin color's popping, because I'm trying to do my better setup. So far I've been doing this a month and a half every Wednesday. Today is a dry run before we actually do it this Wednesday at 6 p.m. and that's Eastern Standard Time. And right now I'm going through the dry run. So right now I'm putting this design right here. Well, I see it right here. I'm putting this design right here on a coated coffee mug. It's a 20 ounce. You're gonna see it in either the screen that's gonna be on the left of you or right above me, depending on if you have your phone or your tablet. So being that's the case, I wanted to make sure at least everybody can see what I'm doing. Right now, I'm about to press the button to start this up. But before I do that, even though this is one of those situations that I'm going through again, I'm going to tell you the first thing I do, check the enclosure. After I check the enclosure, I check the air going in. So I have air pushing in and I have air pulling out at the exact same time. And it's going into a filter, so usually I have it shooting out the house through the window. Don't have to do that this time. I got me actually a filter that's going to coat it. And I also have air assist on this, so it can take the debris out the way while I'm actually doing what I need to do. Thank you very much again for your time, but watch this. I'm about to start this bad boy up. The only reason I do not have goggles on because I have a protective shield on this. With my protective shield, I don't have to worry about a lot of people, you know, worried about your eyes, worried about, oh, what should I be doing? Guess what? There's so many things that you could be doing. The main thing you're supposed to be doing is keeping an eye, make sure no fire, and keeping a calm head. Right now, this is something else I'm working with too. I'm working with a stream deck. It's the first time I had it. That's the only reason why I'm doing this dry run, because now I'm actually working through my physical desktop computer. It's so cool that I can actually do that. That was one of the problems I had before. What's up, Nina? Ah, what's up? What's up? I actually got some people on here. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate y'all logging in. This is a engraving tutorial. This is my dry run. I'm gonna be putting more stuff out there, but since I believe a lot of y'all do, World I see too. What's up? What's up? Since I'm seeing y'all names for the first time, which I usually have about a good 70-something people on here, and right now it looks like my numbers are climbing, which I always appreciate. Numbers are climbing. Numbers climbing means that people are watching. So this is one of the items that I made at one point in time. If you look at it, this is on mirror. I engraved this. This took me 4 minutes to make on this particular engraver. I actually have another smaller engraver that's more powerful. That same thing would have probably took me 1 minute and 30 seconds because my smaller one is my more powerful one. And this, so I do photography, Still Moments NYC. If you want to find me on Instagram or on TikTok or not Facebook, but we'll soon have one. This is an aluminum business card. You see that? Amazing, right? These kind of things, I charge $5 for the first one. If you want me to put a QR code on it, it's gonna cost you $5. But if you just want like regular text on it, I'll charge you 10 cents. Hit me in the DMs. DM me. This is me just showing you a little bit what I do. You know, everything that I do comes from a story of a place in my heart for my little brother. My little brother had a stroke. He's on his second stroke. He's 2 years younger than me. His first stroke, and this is the first person I seen in my family that had a stroke that was dear to me. This is my little brother. I raised him. I love him. He gave me this caliber in 2012. I didn't start using this caliber until 2 years prior to now, because everything I did before didn't need measurement. I need measurement, I grab a ruler. I need to do this, I grab a ruler. Now I got an engraver. I finally found the importance of having a caliber. It actually has his initials engraved on it. RB, that's my little brother, love him. And for me, as a big brother, I look at this like it was meant for me to have this. He was working for a company that made little screws that screws the spaceships together that go into space. And he created a lot of things. When his company moved all the way down to Mexico, because obviously for cost, and when they moved, he didn't go to Mexico. So being that he stayed out here, what ended up happening is he gave me one of his tools that he used. He never went back to machinist. He ended up getting a little depression and, handling things. But being that's the case, I take this with great pride that if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know the power of a caliber. It shows you the inside measurement, the outside measurement, and it shows you direct measurement. If you was to look at any of your measurements for a car, you wouldn't be using a ruler. If you're looking at a screw, you wouldn't be looking at a ruler. If you was to use it on any steel work, you'd be using a caliber. The caliber is so important because it gives you the exact measurement. When I mean exact, I mean you try to put 1 and 1/16. I can find that on a ruler, no problem. but you're not going to get exactly on the dot. The caliber gets you exactly on the dot. So there's no something called a kelp. A kelp is the space of the space that you're putting in. So you leave a space out. That's what the kelp is that little space that you make when you cut something. So caliber gets to that space, gets to that area and everything. How you doing, Lenny? I appreciate you all. I want to say hello to everybody here. How you doing, Vicky? Vicky Lynn, what's going on? I'm going to shout out anybody that shows up. You know why? Because I appreciate you stopping by. This is literally just my dry run. This is my first dry run using this equipment, which is my desktop, one monitor and a second monitor, which you either see it over there or you see it up there. If you see it up there, that means you're on a cell phone. If you see it over there, that means you're going to be on a, what do you call it? A desktop or a tablet or something. So I'm so happy and glad that everybody's showing up. And like I said, if you want to learn something, I'm here for you. If you text in here, I can hopefully answer any questions that arise. Now, what's up, Bobo? Like I said, I'm going to shout out as many people as I can while I can. I'm just happy people are up on a Sunday night. The program that I'm running now is going to be probably another 29 minutes, 27 minutes. So I'm going to get back to a little bit about what I do. So I'm a Giants fan. So if you look at this really closely, I put it on here. But most important, put a QR code. Now if you can take a screenshot of this, yeah, I gave you a second. Take a screenshot. If you took a screenshot of this, this is technically an ornament. I could put a hoop in there and put it on a tree. I put a QR code. I create my own QR codes. So if you need something like that for your business or something like that for even your personal business cards for your job, so you don't have to keep on giving out cards, I can put one of these QR codes that I make for you on one of these aluminum cards, not paper. When I mean aluminum, heck, it can even be used as a weapon. Whew, that's what I'm talking about. But this is what I'm saying. Like, these kind of items are items that can be always manipulated to your best use. I'm hoping the lighting is good because, again, I'm trying my best with new lighting. How you doing? Zulu, what's up? What's up? That's what I'm talking about. All these people coming through, I appreciate you showing up. And feel free to text. Jacqueline, how you doing? Jacqueline B, what's going on? It's actually 3 of y'all. King, what's up? What's up? This is what I'm talking about. All these people showing up. Show up and show out. I appreciate you showing up. So this is a tutorial about laser engraving. Right now we're using the D1 Pro 10 watt laser to do a canister, like a 20 ounce canister. And the only reason I'm fumbling a little bit is because right now, as it stands, this is my first time doing a live like this, where I actually have some stuff going on with the software I'm using, with everything on the desktop where I can see everything and everybody. So this is all new to me. All new to me. And I like doing something new, because if you keep on doing the old thing, you get stuck in your old ways. JB, what's up? What's up? I'm sorry if I don't get everybody on here, but I'm just happy that the people that I got on here and I can see, I'm going to shout you out. Like I said, every name counts to me. Every voice counts. And if everybody that's on here now want to see more, I'm going to be working with glass and with wood this Wednesday, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Wednesday, I try to do a video. Last week, I didn't do the video because I was too busy doing selling cookies for the Parents Association in my son's school. So being that's the case, I had to make sure that I did the right thing for the school. I had to give them my time, and I didn't get done with it too late and I couldn't maneuver it right. But since I couldn't maneuver it right, I'm here now doing a dry run for this Wednesday to make sure for a fact that no matter what, I have y'all back and I'll get you some good feedback on what I'm trying to do here. So I would like to show y'all a little bit more other stuff that I've done. If you look right here, there you go. Giants, as you see, I'm a Giants fan, so I put it on there. All the black stuff can get washed off, and then you get a nice little halo. Matter of fact, let me show you exactly. Where is that? Booyah! Just a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to be working on it again this coming Wednesday. We're going to be working on glass. What's up, John? How you doing? So right now, I'm a Giants fan. So if you look at this, even with the gear, this is the Giants on a whiskey glass. That big hole is for cigars. I'm a cigar smoker. Don't smoke anything else, and it's just basically I'm a cigar taster. It starts off like this. This is tempera paint. Once you put the tempera paint down, then you engrave, and you wash it off, and then you have this ending result where you engrave this on your glass. I can put pretty much anything, including pictures. As you see what I'm doing right now, I'm putting a picture on a container, which is just a tumbler, but it's a 20-ounce tumbler that has coating. What I'm doing is getting rid of the coating that's on there now. And after that coating is done, it's going to be left with a nice shine. You know what I mean? That's what we do. This is how we do what we do as a good, proud person that I am. Oh, I have a little cold, so excuse my nasal. But I'm doing this because it's a labor of love. Something else I created. Matter of fact, I would love to put something in here. Where is my dedicated thing? You know what? There you go. Too much stuff going on. Like I said, this is my dry run. With my dry run, I'm allowed to make all the mistakes I can. Because if I'm making mistakes now, by the next time I do this, there won't be no more mistakes. I'd rather make all my mistakes at one time. One shot. And my numbers are going up, so I'm good. What's up, Lynn? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Anybody have any questions? Let me know. Like I said before, I always try to do my best to give the best answers for that best information. I have this going on, I have that going on. I'm not opening that. I don't know what that stuff is. But oh yes. We on the TikTok monitor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boom. Boom. There you go. This is the monitor that I was on. This is the monitor I'm still on. We got 37. Baby, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Like I said, this is an engraving. This is an engraving tutorial. You want to see what I see? I can put this on here very quick. Ah, no, pull it back. This is what's going on now, though. I'm inviting more people down. This is one of my labors of love when it comes to engraving. Right now, I'm making a tumbler, 20 ounce, taking the coating off and creating an image. And with this image, I'm going to be putting this out for the PA. This is free. This is not for a job. This is just something that's a labor of love. I enjoy doing these kind of things. Being that's the case, if anybody would like to donate to the cause, let me know what you need done, and I can see what I can get done for you. DM me, text me, and like so many other people ask, what could you do with this? You tell me what it is, I can tell you what I can do. And believe me, I can do a lot. There's no such thing as I can't print on this. And I also have something called a 3D printer. If you look at the 3D printer, it's kind of crazy. Because I created this. This is a stamp. Still and Y. If you go to Still and Y on either Facebook or Instagram, you will have, that's my personal brand, me and my partner, you know, promote. And as per that, like I said, labor of love. Look at that, look at that. Created with a 3D printer. And all you do is scan it in. After you scan it in, print it out. I can even do that with pictures. So many things that I do. People are like, what do you do? I do everything. Don't say I can't. There's no such thing as I can't. There's no I can't in my vocabulary. So when I say that, people are like, what do you mean? What's up, his cat? Oh, oh. What's up, Better? Better 8. I don't want to pronounce nobody's name wrong, so you know, I'm just saying where I can recognize the name and, you know, put it out there. I want to thank you all for showing up today, though. Does anybody have any questions? I like teaching stuff. You can't miss this. You know why I say you can't miss this? Because guess what? These kind of things, you don't get a lot of content. You get a lot of content on TikTok, but everybody goes to YouTube mostly for content. That's just truth. If you look at it, that's literally just the truth. And I find it funny that everybody that goes to TikTok for the whole idea of seeing a brief short video, you got more of the videos on YouTube because YouTube is more out there. But I enjoy the TikTok family. Like right now, it's a Sunday night. It's a little bit past 10 o'clock where I'm at, and I already have 39 people on here. Being that I have 39 people, I'm very happy that I can at least get a nice little fan base just to put some of my content out. This is where I'm at now. I'm putting some content out, and I have to do my dry run before Wednesday. Wednesday, 6 o'clock, I will be back on here again, but we're gonna do something bigger. We're gonna do some glass, or we're gonna do we're definitely gonna do some wood. We're gonna do some glass and definitely some metal. I'm probably gonna be engraving on rings. I'm gonna probably use this machine to engrave on rings. Since this has my rotary on it, I have also an F2, an X-Tool F2. That's a very, very nice machine also, and that machine is more geared towards a speedier cleanup and speedier make. So I might put that machine inside there, or bring the whole studio out here a little bit more, so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I'm just hoping everybody likes what I put out there. Why did that pop out? Mind me later. I don't know why my action keys do not work, especially if it's supposed to be for YouTube. I am so confused. See, that's where my action keys should have been right there. And since it did pop up or pop in, I'm disappointed, but no, I'm still learning how to use the Stream Deck. I just recently got a Stream Deck. This is the first time I'm using it, and this is how I'm creating what I'm putting out there to you right now. You know what? Matter of fact, let me make this a little smaller so people can see it better. See that? The reason why it's on its side, because it's printing out on the canister sideways. That's the only reason it's sideways. See, and stuff like this, like I said, I always try my best to give the best product, even if it's just content. Content's for free, is free of my side. I think my last stream I made 4 cents. 4 cents. It's not that big, but guess what? It's a labor of love. 4 cents is huge to me. And if anybody's on here, you know what? It costs you no money to just tap the screen to give me some likes. I appreciate some likes if you can. Just tap the screen. I don't understand why people don't do it for other people, but you know, it's all good. I just throw it out there because by doing that, you show that you're paying attention and you're showing up. I was, again, just happy that I got the people that I got on here doing the things that I got them doing, and I'm happy about it. I want to make sure that everybody's informed, and if anybody has any questions, holla at your boy. I got way more stuff that I'm doing. Let's talk about this item right here, just recently gifted upon me. This makes my F2 display case, so I can make a big piece of wood and I can do a whole big piece in my little tiny machine. It is awesome, off the hook. I find it the funniest thing that I can do something like that and people will look like, how are you? And there you go. I see the labors of love, and you know, once I see something, I try my best to make anything that I work with make sense. I'm looking at this. Oh, okay. Boom, boom. It shows me all the times I've been on. I've been on for the last 2 months, it says. Which is crazy. That means I did over 8 shows already, 8 Wednesdays. At the beginning though, I was doing 2 times a week, Monday and Wednesday. I couldn't do Monday and Wednesday anymore. Right now, where I'm at, I can only do Wednesday. At least I can dedicate my time to doing Wednesday and dedicate my space for Wednesday to make sure that I don't put no falsities out there like, oh, I could do it, but I really can't do it. No, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm that guy. If people know me, what they know of me and about me, yeah, I'm definitely that guy. So, other than that, if anybody have any comments on what the lighting look like. So this lighting is something new. I usually have this lighting. Watch this. You'll see my forehead light up. This is the lighting I usually have. I just realized though, since it's coming from above, if I don't have a hat on, that shine is crazy. So it's a lot of light. You can see everything. Nobody told me if they like it or not, so guess what? I just turned that off. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I just turned that off, so at least if I'm gonna shine, let it be on the sides. Because we shine. And we had a problem with the computer setup. So another thing is, I want to let people know, if you're on any kind of live stream on your desktop, it's best to have the same type of camera if you're trying to work 2 cameras. If you notice, I'm working 2 cameras. I got this camera, I'm looking at you, then I have a camera inside there, is right inside there, where the canister's at, where the tumbler's at. And the biggest problem I had earlier was connecting it. So I'm using Streamlabs, and based on that, it wouldn't gel with my 2 cameras. So I ended up getting the 2 of the same cameras and putting on the same thing, and it works perfectly, as you see. What's the beautiful magic that's coming out right as we speak? Look at that! Look at that! Oh yeah, and I do have a little stuffy nose, like I said before. But again, this is just a dry run. And when I mean dry, I mean really dry. What's up, Love Bug? Love Bug Attack. That's a dope name. This is what I'm talking about, like stuff like this, where I can get a couple of viewers just log in and say hi. If you see me, say hi. If you see me on here, say hi, or just press the little if you tap the screen, it gives me a heart. It costs you nothing. It just shows me that you're there. If you could, it'd be greatly appreciated. It's part 2 video, not part 1. And with the same video, I'm recording it on my YouTube channel, which is Still Moments NYC. And no matter what, oh, Elvin Brogsdale 5. But you're gonna see on there somewhere. If this brung you here, it's gonna see on there somewhere. So, based on what I'm putting on here and what y'all like to see, let me know. If you let me know what you like to see, I can tell you if I'm making a difference or if I can make it for you. We already talked about, you know, little things that's happening right now. See this little stone? I'll be engraving a picture on it later. And I also have a couple more stones that I brought and paid for, just so I can start doing some more engraving. And Guess what else? I got more mirrors. I got more wood. I'll be working on things in the between before Wednesday, and I'm probably gonna go live once or twice more, just to show that I can do it. And then if I have any problems, work through the problems before I do the live show, where I'm gonna have my big items up where I can't afford to mess up. And we don't want something that we mess up that we can't afford to mess up, obviously, which people do. And let me see what other items. We do so many different things over here. I will be working on something like these. Yes. These are those trays that hold the balls. See this little guy here? Nice in wood. I'll be putting pictures in the full length of this. If y'all would like to see something like that, all you have to do is share my link, or at least share my stream and screenshot the show that you shared, DM it to me, and if anybody logs on, my lucky winner gets what I actually put out. All you have to do is, again, go in the chat, text it, show me a picture of what you want inside here. This lays flat, just like that. And if you screenshot showing that you actually forwarded my link, me personally, I will mail this to you. But even with the mailing it to you, the only situation that I'm going to have here, I will mail it to you, no problem. You have to pay the postage. So I'm just throwing that out there. Free stuff. People like free stuff. Don't put it on here though. Do not put it in the chat. Send it as a direct message or something like that, so at least I can see it behind closed doors. And like I said, we can chat it up and see what other stuff we're going to do. This will probably be for Wednesday. We're going to do some wood, steel, and glass. And the bottle we're working on is right here. I told you, labor of love. Look at that. Look at that. The ingredients. I didn't even get a chance to clean this out. So the black paint on here is called tempera paint. What you do is put the tempera paint on whatever glass you want. After you put it on the glass, then you wash it off and you're left with the residue. Now if I had something to show you over it, it'd be so cool. I could do it right now. But even if I had the Clorox wipes, I could just wipe it up and use like jaw dropping. I can do this for custom glasses or custom people. Like I know for a fact there was somebody, I know for a fact that one of my guys that do promoting for his parties, when he promotes his parties, custom bottle, my boy Mega, dope dude. He has those dope parties, and with his party, what he ends up doing is, you know, selling liquor and stuff like that. But imagine him having the liquor with his own customized label with his face on it, or the name of his party and stuff like that. So right now I'm gonna take the time, since I actually have 40 viewers. I have no likes, but I got 40 viewers. All you do is tap the screen. It doesn't cost you no money to tap the screen. When I think tap the screen, I mean if you just put your finger on the screen, a little heart gonna jump. The more hearts I get, the more I can see that y'all around. You know what I mean? So this is, if anybody's on that mushroom diet, you get one of these. If you get the I think they call it the ritual one. This is the ritual one. But look at what I put on the top. See that? That's an engraved. This is a rise cup. Then I put that engrave on there. Brother L Spirits. This is the kind of thing I do with my engraver. I enjoy putting my name on things everywhere as much as I can. I'm like a big kid peeing in the snow. I don't know if I can say, wait, no kid's supposed to be in here anyway. Yeah, I'm a big kid peeing in the snow. Then I also put stuff on steel. Boom. What I mean by steel, I write on steel. You see this? This is a metal plate. You see what's going on. Look at that. Look at that. I made this picture right here. This picture right here. This is on steel. It's etched on steel. Right here, it looks small, right? I could put that on a pen. That's my business card. That is a small version of this right here. Small version of this right here. You see how that's coming out clear? This is what I'm talking about. This is that action. Then I have to also run all kinds of tests. I made a test for this one too. Wait, is somebody texting me? Yapping Les, what's the deal? How you like what's going on? How you like my new equipment, man? What's up? What's up? Can I see? Yapping Lens, my man got back on. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, my brother. This is what I'm talking about. So this is that Stream Deck I'm using. And it's like a little box that I can press buttons to set this up a certain way. So the way I set it up is also the way that people see it. I think it's like the dopest thing I've had playing with toys wise. This is one of my biggest favorite toys now. Other than that, Yapping Lens, if y'all don't know about him, he's a dope photographer. He goes almost every day to botanical gardens to take pictures of the animals and the people. And he just got a new camera, and he be killing it with that camera. Like I said, and me, I've been a photographer for a couple of years myself. I'm more used to people. He's more used to animals. He loves shooting animals. I love shooting people. So we switch up every once in a while to get out of our comfort zone so that we can get to the nitty gritty. What I mean the nitty gritty is, if you can shoot an animal, you can shoot people, because people at least listen to you for poses. Animals is improv all day. So you know when the actor says, oh, when you out there in location and you like, yo, what's going on? Yo, what's going on? And like, as you're doing it, they like, well, show me something. And you just do it on the spot. That's improv. Because there's no script. There's no thought. Oh, and I see Texas coming out. It's been almost 6 months. My man says it's been almost 6 months. We've been doing 6 months to the botanical gardens. Me too. It's been maybe 4 months straight, but 6 months altogether. Damn, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So these are the kind of things that you can't forget, where you're learning and where you start to finish. Like Yapping Lens, we were hanging out, taking pictures. I'm over here taking pictures of birds. I'm taking pictures of frogs. When it was snow, my man was out. As long as it was open, he was in that botanical garden doing his thing. And I respect that. Like I said before, things like that, you can't go wrong. It's kind of crazy that these things can happen. And as it's happening, you're like, yo, what do I do? He went out to take pictures over there for my birthday. Birthday was the 25th, right? And when I went out for my birthday, and I was in the parking lot taking pictures of the birds. If you check on Still Moments NYC on TikTok, you can see them. They came out amazing. And my boy Yapping Lens, it's like looking through a gallery. And I believe, Yapping Lens, are you still doing your calendar? He does customized calendars. That's my boy. Like I promote everybody happily, because everybody should get a spotlight. Nobody ever steps on anybody's feet. You know why? Because there's too much people in the world. Once you find your people and find your focus, ain't nobody gonna stop you from making money. So my man, I know for a fact, Yapping Lens, look him up on Instagram, on TikTok. And if you like his pictures, he's making calendars out. He can even specialize some calendars for you. Yes, see? If you read inside the chat, he's already responded to it. Yes, sir. Anyone interested? Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Yo, make sure you put, if it's Instagram and TikTok, like, put your info out. You know, if they on here with me, they can still be buying from you. I'm good with that. I respect the game and respect the hustle. You know what I mean? As long as you can get to where you need to get to, that's what life's about. So, other than that, just like I'm doing this right now, I'm on TikTok on here. That's where everybody's seeing me at. But I'm also on YouTube, and on my YouTube is being recorded. So if want to see it again, just go on my YouTube, and once you see my YouTube stream, you definitely can see what's going on. Yo, what's up, Yappin' Liz? You ain't giving me no likes. You can't tap the screen for it, brother. What's up? I done promoted you, and you threw your stuff there. So we're talking about it everywhere. Yappin' Liz everywhere. Throw some likes up in there, bro. You know what I mean? There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. I need a like here and there. I like myself. I need some other people to like me. Yeah, I'm trying to be the jokey joke man while I'm doing this stuff out. But you see, like I said, the engraving thing is amazing. He also does 3D printing too. But his main focus right now is photography. So like me, I'm trying to get out this week, even though I got a lot of responsibilities on my plate. This week, I'm trying to make it back to the botanical gardens, because the last time he was there, he said it was like 15 birds. You understand, 15 different birds? We got a app called the Marlin app, right? This Marlin app is created from some university to check the migration of the birds. So as long as you turn it on, they chirping around you, it'll tell you what bird it is. And once you see it, you can figure out, oh, a couple of times they'll show you some things. Oh, what? Oh, definitely, bro. We definitely gotta go there again. And I remember you said that like 6 days next week it's gonna be rain. We got 1 day of no rain and 6 days of rain. But guess what? Rain is gonna be rain, and I'm okay with that. You know why I'm okay with rain? Because once it happens, it happens. Oh, you see? It said it's completed. It's finished. Should I take it off? Or should I try to run it again? You know what? I'm gonna take it off. And I love this little screen, man. I love this little screen. Booyah, booyah. Woo! You see what I'm looking at? All I have to do is clean her up, though. Once I clean her up, you're going to see the images. Woo! Woo! Look at that, look at that. I can't wait to clean this up. And I put it on one of these tumblers. So I would like to thank everybody for logging in. Yeah, the rain's gonna bring spring fly. I told you in my trick that I was gonna do with the tree. I found the tree that I'm going to, right? So there's a tree in the park by my house. I marked it and I took a picture of it today. I'm gonna take a picture of it a couple of days from now when it's not raining. And then every day until the tree grows out with the leaves, and once it grows out with the leaves, then I know for a fact that that's where it's gonna need to be at. And that's for a fact where I, as the person I am, gonna make sure. Let me move this over here. I'm gonna move the cup over here so at least I can see what the cup look like. There you go. Oh, that camera went down. Hold up. There you go. Booyah. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to the tree. I'm taking some pictures of the tree. As I'm taking the pictures of the tree, I'm gonna make sure that once it's fully bloomed, I'm gonna do the pictures back to back with it. So when the pictures come back to back, it shows up from beginning to end, from no leaves to leaves, all the way hopefully to July. I'm gonna be taking that same picture, and I already marked the spot on the floor. Other than that, my man, I can't wait to see it either. See, Yappin' Lens support. I love you, bro. I love all my people on here. I gotta get ready to go, but Wednesday, 6 p.m. I will be back on. We'll be using my smaller, faster machine to do some things. Once I do that, though, you already know you're gonna enjoy what I put out. You know why? Because I put out some good quality stuff. Y'all have a good night and enjoy it. Right now, I'm